welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Chelsea, and today we're going to be talking about how to overcome shyness and social anxiety. This video is really close to me because I used to be very shy. I'm not saying I'm not that shy now, but I'm a lot better. So I'm like, what better first video to post than to help someone to overcome shyness? So oh my goodness, you don't even know. I used to be very shy. I actually thought there was nobody shy than Chelsea in this planet, period. Period. Like, I was really shy. I think I was one of the kids that if I see somebody approaching, I'm going to go hide behind my mom because I don't want you to see me. I don't even know why I was shy. I don't even know if it's the environment or anything like that, but I really don't know. I think I'll consider myself as an introvert, like an extroverted introvert, because I really become an extrovert when I get comfortable with my environment. But okay, so I'm going to give you guys a backstory about how shy I used to be, and then I'm also going to tell you some tricks and tips about how I've helped improve on my shyness, like what I do and all that kind of stuff. So I cannot remember from a really young age, like really young, but I can remember from my secondary school days. I had a senior, a friend. I had a friend who was a senior. So I used to be so shy. He used to always tell me, Chelsea, one day I'm going to show you something. This shyness, you're always so shy. I'm going to deal with you one day. So one day, we usually have our mass in our refectory. So we had like mass, the whole school is gathered there, and I was just sitting down, and then he just called my name, like, Chelsea, stop talking. I literally froze. Like, I froze. I was so mad. My heart was pounding because I was not even talking, but I just knew, like, this is what he said he was going to do to me, and he's really doing it. Like, I did not believe this was going to happen. So the next thing I heard him say, stand. I'm like, oh my goodness. I could not disrespect him because, like, it was in front of the whole school. So I stood up. My legs were shaking. I was like, there's nothing worse you could do to me. I don't even want you to call my name in public. I don't even want to stand and everybody. I don't like when all eyes are on me. And you literally tell me to do this. And my worst fear happened. He told me to go stand in front of the whole school. Oh my goodness. If I did not die that day, oh my goodness. I froze. I stood in front of the school. I was just thinking, let the ground wake up and swallow me. Like, I'm literally dead now. So let the ground just swallow me. Like, I was about to cry, but I was like, how can I cry in front of the whole school? I don't want everybody to see me crying. But I was so mad. I was shaky. I just felt like everybody was looking at me. And I hated that feeling. I hated the feeling of everybody looking at me. I hated the feeling of all eyes on me. I hated the feeling of being the center of attention. Fun fact about me, I did not like putting on red lipstick because I felt like red lipstick was an eye catcher, and if I put it on, everybody's going to be staring at me. Like, I did not like anything that is going to bring attention to me. Like, nothing. There are some clothes I could not wear because I felt like everybody's going to be staring at me. There was a time I prayed to God not to give me a big butt because I did not want everybody to be staring at me. I did not want all guys to be staring at me. The funniest thing is that now I'm looking for the bottle. So when I think about those days and I think about how shy I was, oh my goodness. Like, I could not answer a question in front of my class. I've been with my classmates for 5 years, and when the teacher asks me a question, I'm so ashamed. I could not put on my hand in class to answer a question for no reason. Even if I knew the answer, even if he promised 10 marks, even if he promised 15 marks, I was not going to put on my hand. So it was really bad. Like, I wanted to, as when I was growing up, I always told my mom, I want to be a motivational speaker. And she used to ask me, how are you going to be a motivational speaker when you cannot even talk to me? I just knew I wanted to do it. So one of my other passions was writing, because I felt like that was the better way in which I could communicate without talking, because I was very bad at talking. I could easily write. I used to write short stories in class for my friends to read. Like, that was the better way for me to start to communicate, and that's why I have my blog. So don't forget to check in the description box and go check out my blog. You're going to see some interesting content over there, okay? So I was like, I need to do this. I wanted to be a model too when growing up, but I was so scared. I was so scared to walk in public. I was so scared I was so scared that people are gonna be looking at me. I was so scared. I kind of did not really do anything about that. So I just feel like shyness really impacted me in a kind of way. It made me to be very fearful. It made me to be scared. I was worried about what people are going to think about me. I was worried about I was just worried about unnecessary things. I was just all in my head. I just feel like I was worried about myself too much. I was just thinking for others. Like, that's how it used to be. I could not have an important conversation with my mother, with nobody. I would basically be in the same house and I'm talking to my mom over the phone. Like, my mom and I were communicating. It made me to really, I could not really keep a relationship that much because I could not really communicate. I'm going to absorb everything. Like, you make me angry, I'll absorb it just because I cannot confront you. So I'll keep absorbing, and one day I'll be like, I'm done. And you'll be like, what happened? I'll be like, I'm done. Because I could not address it upfront when it happened. So I realized that I could not bring that into my marriage. I could not bring that into other things when growing up. I could not bring that. I just had to drop all that down. Like, it was really, really bad. People took me for granted because I was like the nice person. Yeah. I feel like when you're shy, you always become the nice person, the naive person, the person that everybody just toasts around. Like, everybody knew that if they do this to Chelsea, she's not going to say anything. If they do this to Chelsea, she's not going to say anything. So they're just going to do it anyways and not really care about how I feel. And I used to just see that as unfair. So people were just using me because I was too shy. And like, I was really, really shy. I'm not going to walk into an occasion when everybody's sitting down. No way. Like, you better punish me. Like, I was a very respectful person, but if you call my name in front of the public, or you want me to do anything in front of the public, like, no way, no, I'm not going to do it. Like, that's how bad it was. It is so bad, and it was so bad. And even for my baby shower, I did not even want to thank the guests for coming. Like, that is how bad it was. But I'm happy for good. I'm happy for everything that I'm happy for good. Like, basically, I'm really, really happy because I've improved. When I had my son and when I had my husband, I knew that communication was very important. And I knew that I really, really had to communicate instead of me shutting down. Like, when I get angry, I shut down. So I basically don't talk. I don't talk to you. Like, boom, we're done. If you don't ask me what happened, I'm just not going to talk. So I realized that in a marriage, you cannot shut down. Like, you need to have a conversation head on. Whether you're scared to talk to the person or not, just have that conversation. So I needed to get out of my shell. I had an interview. The interview I had before coming to the US, I was like, how am I going to do this interview, Chelsea? They said when you go for an interview, you need to be bold. They need to see how confident you are. You need to look into the eyes. You need to talk without rambling. I could not hold a conversation because I was like always in my head. I'm not going to know what to say because I will keep mixing my words. Because of shyness and because of fear, I get to forget whatever I had planned to say. I just boom, just it's all out. I've forgotten what I had to say. So like, fear really got a better part of me and I let it define me for a very, very, very long time. If anybody asks, who are you? I'm a shy person. And because I put that label on me, it just helped me, it just made me worse. So don't put that label on yourself. If you're a shy person, do not label yourself as a shy person, because if you put a label on you, it's going to be difficult for you to improve. It's going to be difficult for you to change because you have already considered yourself as that shy person. So that is what I did. Also, oh my goodness, I don't even know how I did my project in my final year. Like, I had to think about it. Like, how am I going to stand in front of the whole crowd to present my project? And that is something that you cannot miss. You cannot escape from. I was like, oh my God. I did not invite nobody to come for my defense just because I did not even know how I was going to do. I did not even know how I was going to talk. Like, I was like, the less people, the better. The more people there that I knew, for me, the more people there that I knew, the the more I became shy. So I did not even invite my family, but my dad showed up anyways. I don't even know how he knew, but I did well, guys. I did well. So I was so surprised that I did well. But I'm just saying that do not let shyness take a better part of you. Do not let shyness define you. Do not let shyness and social anxiety take a better part of you. Do not let what people think of you define you, like what other people think of you. It doesn't matter. What matters is your happiness. What matters is your happiness and who you are. It doesn't matter what society tells you. It doesn't matter what anybody tells you. I used to feel so bad when somebody tells me something bad about me, like really, really bad, and I even cry. But without realizing that those people, I don't even know them. They don't even know me. They're just saying things like based on a hearsay, or they're just assuming. So why should I care about people that don't even care about me? So this social anxiety, all that stuff you get from society is just all in your head. You are your own person. You are your own person. You get to define who you are. You get to define who you are. It doesn't matter what anybody thinks, as long as it makes you happy. You get to do you. If you want to walk in heels as a 5 foot 8 inches girl, walk in heels. Life is too short for you to not feel cute. I don't used to put on heels because I'm really, really tall, and I used to feel like everybody's going to look at me when I'm putting on heels. But that was yesterday. Right now, I put on my heels. If you feel like I'm too tall, then put on higher heels. So I just want to encourage somebody that is going through this, being shy. I know a lot of people are shy. You don't even know how many people are shy and how it has impacted their life. Like, being shy is, I feel like it's something that you develop over time. I don't think you were born with shyness. So I think it's something that you develop over time. You develop social anxiety problems over time. So it's something that you can go out of. If you put your mind to it, you're going to grow out of it. I feel like anything you set your mind to, you're going to grow out of it. So the first thing I started doing to help me overcome shyness is to put myself in a situation where I have to talk, because I will never opt for nothing. If it concerns talking in front of the public, I'm not there. I'm not going to opt for it. The first thing, my highest motivation was to start my YouTube channel. I'm like, how am I going to start a YouTube channel if I cannot even talk? Then I was like, it's just a camera. I'm just going to be talking to a camera, so it's not going to be any problem. Oh my goodness. You don't even know how many times I made this video. You don't even want to know. It's so hard. Like, you feel like you're talking just to a camera, but you want that the person listening to this message can feel what you're saying. You want the person to feel like you're talking to them. The person needs to be able to feel your energy, to feel the energy you're giving over the camera. So it's not really about just talking behind the camera, like you can hide behind the camera. Oh no. So I started talking in my church. The first time I told my pastor I want to lead worship, and I wasn't ready, but I just had to set it up to tell him, so that I'm going to have no choice, because if I did not tell him on Sunday, I'm going to give up. But because I told him, I had no choice and I had to do it. So I put myself in situations that is going to make me to become bold, to overcome shyness, especially in public. So, and then what I also do is, the second thing I also do is I prepare. I realize I become so shy when I am not prepared. But I try not to over prepare, because when you over prepare, it makes you to start rambling, and there are so many things in your head, and then you're just talking and talking and talking without actually hitting the nail on the head. And fear, I feel like shyness, social anxiety, fear is just one body. There was a time I had to take an exam. I was prepared, but it wasn't really my best course, so I was scared before even entering the exam. And when I opened my paper and I read some questions that I did not know, I froze. Like, I froze. I literally froze. And because I froze, and because I was scared and panicking, I forgot even the answers I knew. I don't even know how I passed that course. But I forgot the answers I knew. I put the right answers in the wrong place. I was just all over the place. I was so scared. I just forgot everything. Immediately they took my paper from me. I remembered all the answers. That is what fear can do to you. It can make you freeze. It can make you freeze. You forget about anything. And that's what I used to do in interviews. Like, I will go in and prepared. This is my name. I'm going to say this. I'm going to nail that interview. I already have all my points. I know what they're going to ask me. I know what I'm going to say. And then when I get to the interview, Chelsea, what do you have? What is your name? Chelsea. Like, I forget what I had to say. That fear just makes me forget. And then when the interview is done, everything comes in. So I used to like writing. I'm like, call me over the phone for the interview. Don't call me in person. Or let me just write my resume. That's better for me because I can put in all my thoughts on writing. But so yeah. So I just went out there, put myself out there. I decided to join my choir in church. Like, I feel like joining a social group where you get to interact with people is going to help you open up more. Like, not to be too close, not to be an introvert. As I said, I'm an introvert, an extroverted introvert. Because if you know me, I feel like I'm defined in two ways. If you know the introvert Chelsea, you're gonna say she's very shy. She doesn't talk. But if you know the extroverted introvert Chelsea, you're going to say she can talk. If I want to go on and on about a topic I love, and if I'm comfortable talking with you, oh my goodness, I'm going to go on and on and on and on, and I'm not even going to stop. You're going to tell me to zip it. My mom will be like, Chelsea, you talk and talk so much, you don't even give somebody an opportunity to talk. That's when I get comfortable in my environment, because when I get into a place, I first of all scrutinize the environment, and when I get comfortable and then I open up, that's how I am. So I'm very happy with the improvement I've made. I'm able to make a YouTube video without panicking. And so that is a really big issue for me. And I just want to inspire somebody that with my story, with my journey, how I've grown, how I've grown to be a better person. Just the fact that I'm doing this YouTube channel, you should know how I've grown. So I just want to inspire you that if you're being shy, like, it's all in your head. Just make up your mind and say, I don't want to be that shy person anymore. It ends today. Then take the steps to follow, not to make you shy. Go out of your comfort zone, interact, have a social group, enter into a social group, interact with others, and basically put yourself out there. Go talk. If you're in school, talk in front of your class. Just talk in front of a family occasion, family event. Just put yourself out there, and the more you put yourself out there, the more you realize that you get better. Shyness is something that you can go out from if you put your mind to it and you actually work on it. So thank you guys very much for watching my video. As usual, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell beside the subscribe button, so whenever I post a video, you're going to be aware. And don't forget to like this video and drop me a comment below. If you're a shy person, if you were and you are still a shy person like me, tell me your backstory, how shy you will become, and how it impacted your life, and how you also overcome it. I want to know your story. Bye, and see you in the next video. Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Chelsea. So this is going to be my first YouTube video.